Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and CIVIVI's got a handful of new knives out, and I chose a couple of them to spend some time with and present to you, and this is one of them. This is the CIVIVI Praxis. It's a fairly large folder, stainless steel blade. This uses the 9CR18 MOV steel. Decent choice. Nothing, not a, one of the crazy super steels. Beautiful fit, finish here. But really, this is what's kind of cool about it. You see that? Not only does it have the skeletonized liner, but it's got a semi-translucent, or a translucent, kind of semi-transparent handle material. This is made of Ultem. And Ultem is actually a kind of a special thermoplastic that has extreme properties. It's great in harsh environments. The durability's off the chart. Basically, from what I could tell, about the only problem with this stuff is that if it's in the presence of polar chlorinated solvents, it can crack. I don't happen to have any of those handy, so I can't test that. But the other thing is it's known for being a little on the expensive side. So not only is the handle made out of Ultem, but this has a... You see that? Let me show you. It's kind of hard to see. It's got, where the standoffs are, it's got kind of a back spacer also made of Ultem, including the lanyard hole. So they've really kind of explored a new direction in handle materials. You know, we have carbon fiber, micarta, and G10, and wood, and aluminum, and steel, and titanium. Well, now we've got Ultem. It is... a little on the slippery side, especially compared to like a textured micarta. And there is these they almost look like saw marks, but they aren't. They're deliberate. You can see those marks in it. That's where you're getting the texture. So it's a little bit more slippery in line with those. But fore and aft, it's pretty solid. Excellent lockup. Uses a satin finish stainless steel drop point for the blade, like the swedge here. Of course, it's unsharpened on the top. A little bit of jimping there. Nice, big, heavily jimped right here. Flipping lever and liner lock release. Silky smooth. I'm just barely pushing on that to show you. But if I push just a touch harder, and again, decent line up here, flies open. Again, caged ceramic ball bearings that CIVIVI uses. Solid knife. Beautiful expression. And then to have kind of that translucent glow. It's pretty cool. That's what caught my eye. Plus, I'm a fan of Ultem. I think it's a great material. It is used in knife handles, but this is the first Ultem knife handle that I've ever played with that I knew was Ultem. Probably picked up one at a gun show or a knife show at some point, but didn't know what I was looking at. But anyway, it's a great knife, especially for the price, which is going to be $70 to $60, somewhere in there. That's quite reasonable. Again, that the steel might be keeping it within that closer to $50 than $100 range. Overall length on this is about 8.5 inches, and the weight is a little bit under 4 ounces. So again, kind of similar to the Tranquil that I've done a video on, if you haven't watched that yet. Kind of micarta and beautiful, beautiful Damascus. But anyway, so CIVIVI basically asks me, they give me a heads up on some of the knives they're going to be releasing in a month or so, and say, is there anything here? And I look at all of them and think, what attracts me? I love drop point blades. I love innovation. I like to bring something different to you. So in this case, being a thin-handled, my old school micarta with Damascus on a blade this big, that's what caught my eye there. On this one, I love the big drop point blades, beautiful satin finish, and the Ultem handle. That's what I was really attracted to explore and present to you. But I've got one left that I'll be doing a video on. I don't know where you are in the sequence, but check this little guy out. So check that video if you want to know what's going on here. And with that, Doc out.